Ripples. Ripples is excellent, unsweetened. But you know what's crazy? Why I stopped buying Ripples? Because I get addicted to it. Like, I'll drink the whole fucking, like, it's this size, but it's not filling. It's very thin. I'll drink the whole thing in like one or 2 days. This is good karma. This lasts me a whole week. It's very thick, and it feels very nice in my oatmeal. So, whenever I want a midnight snack, I do this, and I do oatmeal and stevia. So, and cinnamon. Yep. So, yeah. Looks like YouTube is done with you and your crazy. Okay, well, thank you. Yeah, soak them and then wash them down. How long have you been a vegan? Okay, that's complicated because I started being a vegan when I was like age 14, 15-ish. And I was a vegan all the way through. And then when I joined the military at 17, I went to basic training and I wasn't able to eat meat when I was in the military at basic training because, you know, we had to eat what the mess hall gave us at that time. Now I think they have options, but back in 97, I didn't really have a choice. So I started eating meat, and once I graduated out of basic training and I went to AIT, which is Military Training Academy, where I first learned how to do computers and stuff like that. I was about age 18 by that time because I was 17 when I joined. I was 18 when I went to AIT. I went back to my vegan diet, and I was vegan all the way through. I got out of the military in 2000, and I went to college in Manhattan, New York. I went back home to New York to go finish school. I went to college in 2000, and I stopped eating meat. And then when the World Trade Center thing happened, I took a short uniform tour to Iraq, and I got to Fallujah, and I started eating meat there. When I got to Fallujah, because that was the time we had first entered the Middle East, and we didn't have food choices. So when I got to Fallujah, I ate meat, and when I met my ex-husband, which I met him in Iraq, he was a meat eater, so I ate meat with him. So throughout my whole marriage, I was eating meat. As soon as I divorced him, I went back to veganism. So I've been a vegan for well over 20 years, but I had 3 breaks. 3 breaks. Basic training, when I first went to Iraq, and while I was married. So, yeah. So, no, I don't have any makeup on today. I just put some lip gloss on. This is my nap area. Like, whenever I'm in this area of the house, this is my nap area. These are the paintings that I bought from Iraq. I had them painted for me. So, I stay here. I have paintings, like, all around this area. So, this is, like, my quiet spot where I relax at and, you know, just kind of, like, go to sleep and take a nap. Because I don't want to lay in the room all day. What about pubic hair remover? Don't remove your pubic hairs. Don't do that. Don't shave your vagina, please. Don't shave your vagina or your penis. Those hairs are there to protect your vagina and your private parts from bacteria. Well, technically, I don't have a divorce certificate. And I know my ex-husband's girlfriend told you that because I told her that in a message. I don't have a divorce certificate because there's one more paper that we have to sign. So technically, I am still married, but we wasn't really rushing to go and get that done because I really don't care. Yeah, do not shave your pubic hairs, please. Thank you. Yeah, don't do that. I don't shave any hair. Don't do it. Don't shave hair out your butt. Don't shave hair off your coochie. Don't do that. That's all bacteria. It keeps the bacteria from getting in there. So me, I have a bush. I'm telling the world that I have a bush around my vagina and my butt hair. I meditate a lot because I deal with I do suffer from mental health. So I'm very, 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 like, my anxiety levels, they're like this. So I have to always keep myself in a calm state. I mean, he loves me. My ex-husband does not hate me. He loves me, and I'm saying it on live. I mean, he does. He doesn't hate. We don't have any hate for each other. We just don't. Him and I just don't have anything in common as far as, you know, maintaining and keeping a relationship. He's not even vegan. You know, he's not vegan. You know, I need a vegan man. And I've been telling people this for years. I would pick a vegan man over a rich man any day. But if he's vegan and rich, it's dope. But I need a vegan man. That's what I want. Well, I suffer, my phone keeps ringing and shaking my phone. Yeah, so. Well, I did get hurt, overseas. I was in an explosion, an IED explosion. So I suffer from head trauma. And I mean, if you're in Iraq for 6 years straight, you're not gonna dodge too many, you know what I'm saying, interactions. I don't really like to talk about that too much because I don't like to talk about that, especially not on social media. Actually, no, it's not active right now because I'm kind of like, you know, I'm treating myself for it. Like I keep myself in a calm state. Gray hair does not come from old age. It comes from lack of copper. I actually have a detox protocol for people who are going gray that wants to go back brown. Like if you wanna reverse your gray hair, that's gonna be in my book, How to Reverse Gray Hair, and you can reverse gray hair within a year. We've done studies on 2 old couples, a white couple and a black couple, head full of gray. We gave them the protocol, and within a year their hair was brown, both couples. Stevia is fine. Stevia is a flower, and your body does not collect stevia. It doesn't see stevia as sugar. And it's actually alkaline, I believe. I gotta look on my studies. It's actually alkaline. Yes, I am ex-military. I joined the military in 1997, and I got out in 2000. And then I went to Iraq as a U.S. government contractor. I was a GS-12. Now, could you put this in here? Yeah, I like veggie chips, but I try to stay, well, whenever I'm in Atlanta, I do eat a lot of veggie chips and stuff like that, but I try to stay away from chips and stuff like that, packaged foods. I really do, but it's hard when I'm here or whatever. It's hard to do that. You're welcome. Yeah, it's hard. So one of the main reasons why I ended up getting in trouble in the first place is because I had jealousy. You know, I came back home. I bought a beautiful house. I had a beautiful car. I had a lot of money in my bank account at that time. And, you know, I told too much of my business. And next thing you know, I ended up being the donkey of the day. What can you use for psoriasis? That's for your scalp. Psoriasis, I'm going to tell you, the herpes protocol definitely works on psoriasis because even though, you know, dandruff is a part of herpes too. I forgot to tell y'all that. I didn't even think about that. That's also a part of the zoster family. It's bacteria. Stevia. Dr. Sebi said that stevia was a hybrid. Well, like I said, 75% of my diet is Dr. Sebi. You know, but the other 30% is my own thing because there's some things. It's not that I disagree with Dr. Sebi on anything, because I don't disagree with him on nothing. But there's some things that I know for a fact that you can use, and the protocols that I have still do work. So I wouldn't say that that I had. Well, yes and no. Have I been to Africa? Yes and no. The reason why I say this is because I stayed in over 20 different field operating bases in Iraq. Southern Iraq, Northern Iraq, East, and West. Some parts of Iraq is like a 4-hour flight from each other. I've been on over 40 convoys, flight and in air and on land. Been to 40 convoys, and we know that the Middle East, which was once known as Samaria and Mesopotamia, are connected to East Africa. I did one of the buildings that I stayed in was Saddam's castle, and that was right off the Nile River, which was a few miles away from the Garden of Eden, the one that you guys read on the that you guys read about in the Bible. I actually have stayed in that area. So I eat a lot of African food. I love injera. In fact, I buy injera all the time, and I also buy teff flour. It's always in my house. So yes, I do eat African food, East African food. Jollof rice is okay, but I don't too much do West African because they don't have a good vegan-based diet and they use a lot of starch. But East African food, yes, I definitely do. You know. Yeah, so. I don't really think that there's a global conspiracy. I think that we as people, if we continue to disrespect nature, nature will disrespect us back. See, man thinks that he's stronger than nature, but nature always wins. Man can't defeat nature. So when I tell you people, go vegan, eat from the earth, don't do things against nature, it's very imperative and important that you don't, because you'll live your life. See, your life is your own bubble. Whatever type of life that you're living, whatever's going on around you, that's something that you created and you're creating. Like, I was like, for the last 5 days, I've been getting inboxes like, are you okay? I hope you're okay. They're blasting you. And I'm like, I don't even feel it. Because I'm in my own bubble and I respect nature. So I don't think that there's a global conspiracy. I think that people create their own the creators of their own demise. You know, you have to set your standards and living, and never compare your life to others, and don't use money to scale it. You know, and the reason why I say that is because, and y'all can call me a liar or whatever y'all want, I've made a lot of money. A lot. I mean, I've made a lot of money. It's so bad that I can look at people that are really flashy and I can tell that they're broke instantly. Like, oh, this person don't got no money. And they could be driving a Porsche and wearing like 20 chains on their neck. And I can look at them and I can tell. So, just know this. The key to a successful life and a key to not thinking that you're in a global conspiracy is to eat right and respect nature and love yourself. And you have to love yourself no matter what. No matter what. Do not second guess yourself. Don't go against yourself. If you're feeling yourself, it doesn't matter what anybody says about you. Eventually they'll feel you too. And if they don't feel you too, on the outskirts, internally they do. How did I know that I was ready to change my life from the toxins and negative energy? Well, I'll say this. What y'all got these last couple of weeks with Lovelyti and people calling in saying, oh, I knew Star, she this, she that, whatever. Those was there back then. And I was saying to myself, I said, I'm making all this money, but I'm surrounded by hate and drama. Is this money really worth it? Like, I gotta be in these people's face just to make this money? How can I get in a situation where I don't have to be, and people would tell me, oh, life is full of drama, you're gonna have to deal with it to live. But nah, we was taught that you don't have to deal with nothing that you don't want to deal with, but you have to be able to set yourself up. See, there's levels to this. There's schools that you got to go through, and you have to, while you're in those schools, you have to always constantly be thinking, and you have to think ahead. You can't think for, you can play for in and now, but you should always be thinking ahead. So you can play for in and now. Let's play for in and now, but I'm thinking ahead. And while you're thinking ahead, you need to be preparing in and now. You need to prepare in and now. Right now, like right now today, I'm preparing in and now for tomorrow. Okay? So the now is a prep. I only got 28 minutes remaining. I guess I've been on here too long. Hit me up, Hustle, about the book. Hit me up about that. Yeah, so this is about to end. The live is about to end.
Killer.